Hello, America. We start our broadcast with a report on global warming from one of our agents in the field. Grant, what do you have for us?
Thanks, Josh. As you can see, I'm standing here on what remains of an ancient glacier in Greenland. Now, this glacier used to be the size of Texas, but today, it's about the size of a tennis ball. Josh, if that's not evidence of global warming, I don't know what is. Thank you. Back to the studio.
News Review. Welcome to the world of news and media. Now, the most important thing for you to understand in the world of news is that all media companies are biased in some way, shape, or form. All media companies tend to have some sort of agenda they are pushing for. Ever since the FCC Fairness Doctrine was revoked, media companies have been able to report only one side of an issue. For those of you who aren't nerds like me, the FCC Fairness Doctrine was a law that stated that news companies had to report both sides of an issue. With this revoked, the level of biased news has skyrocketed to the point where every company is biased in some way, and if a company's bias doesn't match your bias, it's fake news.
You are fake news.
Sir.
Biased news has caused some pretty significant consequences in the public eye. It has caused a dramatic drop in the public's trust of media, and according to a study by Pew Research, 80% of people think that the news corporations are influenced by money.
The money is always right.
Another study shows that 77% of people recognize this news bias because they think a news outlet will only focus on one side of the issue. And tagging along with that, 66%.
The time has come. Execute Order 66.
People think that news stories are often inaccurate. This is more than half the population of the US that doesn't trust the media. We always knew Americans were into conspiracy theories, but half the public not trusting the media shows a huge disconnect between the people and the companies whose job it is to inform them. In order to combat the media's inaccuracies, you gotta have a variety of sources that cover any issue you look into. I don't care if you aren't a conservative, watch a conservative news source. I don't care if you aren't a liberal, watch a liberal news source. I don't care if you aren't a person, watch Ben Shapiro. Personally, I believe some of the most trustworthy and reliable news sources out there are Fox, CNN, The Blaze, US Uncut, and last, but certainly the most trustworthy news source on the entire face of the universe, InfoWars.
I don't like them putting chemicals in the water that turn the friggin'
Frog's gay!